Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl Star Flames, and we're back with another video. So guys, if you're new, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. Now, in this video, we're gonna talk about the Jay-Z and Diddy 2000 VMAs bandit. Now, many people have been asking, why is it that you're calling this girl a bandit? She's a bandit. She's a liar. What 13-year-old escape the guidance protection of their parents with a bucket list? She's a bandit. She is literally labeling herself to be a bandit. And that's what we got from reading the lawsuit. Now, also, many people are saying that, there are new evidence. I've seen people in my comment section telling me that the incident took place in 2003, not 2000. And many people were saying that, Jay-Z is paying off the witnesses to lie because they were at the 2003 VMA Awards. Yes, they were at the 2003 VMA Awards. However, the bandit said that the incident took place in 2000. So when I saw those people with the comments in my comment section, I'm like, where did you all get that? Because I know I read the court documents. I've been complaining about the extra fine print, and I had to take extra time to zoom in because I was like, no way, ain't no way you guys are seeing something else from what I'm seeing. So I went back in and looked at the court document to see if anything has been amended since Sunday. Nothing else has been amended since Sunday. So the incident took place in 2000. She did not make any mistakes. She's just a liar as it relates to the year when she claimed the incident took place. Remember that we're talking about a court system. Now, make no mistakes. We know that the legal system is often flawed. But in this case, we know that Tony Buzbee, while he gives a little grifter energy, at the same time, respectfully, Tony Buzbee is no fool. Tony Buzbee is also admitting that they had inconsistencies in their court documents. So why would Tony Buzbee knowingly that, these things did happen, but then says, yes, I admit that there are inconsistencies and I should have done better vetting? That's not making any sense. I don't know, where you people get that, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But for me, as I've said to you guys, I'm sticking to the facts. I know a flaky lawsuit when I see one because so many of them have been filed against me, and I've read through so many of them, and you can literally see the disconnect. Now, our favorite TikTok attorney, Lauren, from the get-go, Lauren said, this lawsuit is a flawed. She's an attorney, and she said it. She was one of the very first people to say it's flawed. She said that, I think it was on Sunday night, she said the lawsuit is flawed, right? So it really did not take a rocket scientist to see that this young lady was lying. These people are out for a quick paycheck. They want a quick payday. It happens. It happens to Jay-Z. It happens to the little farmer in Timbuktu. People are really twisted. Not just Jay-Z who is twisted, because many of us tend to have the belief that celebrities are evil. No, it's not just celebrities. Evil people exist from all walks of life. And it's why you see oftentimes innocent people end up behind bars. And unless new technology is created, these people may never get the justice that is deserving to them. So I'm just saying, I did do my fact checking, and for you guys to be discrediting Tony Buzbee's, acknowledgement that they went wrong somewhere, it's disrespectful to Tony Buzbee as well, because that man doesn't give the sense that he's lacking any knowledge or wisdom. Tony Buzbee gives the sense that he's actually literally very smart, very brilliant, and has a wide range of knowledge. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I did look through it, and I see people coming in my comment section saying, oh, it is 2003. No, it's not. The court document is available online. And when you can, discredit some media outlets, there's some that you cannot discredit because some of them, they do their leg work. And I want to dive into another report with you guys for your verification. Also, I'm going to include screenshots from the lawsuit so that you guys can see it says 2000 VMAs, not 2003. 2000. Okay? Now, we're going to pull this report from The Guardian because quite a few media outlets, they're going back into this report because everyone wants to wrap this up and move on with their life so that real victims can step forward. And this is a really, really bad thing to be happening because these things, they take away from real victims. And I honestly believe that some people don't understand what that means. But anywho, coming from The Guardian, they're saying a woman who allegedly being sexually assaulted at 13 by rapper Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs during a post-award show party now admit that there are inconsistencies with respect to her claim, and her attorney says he is continuing to investigate her story. So until Tony Buzbee comes out with something and provides some additional evidence, it is what it is. Now, NBC News published those remarks from the unnamed woman and her attorney, the Houston-based personal injury specialist Tony Buzbee, in an interview on Friday evening. Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter, issued a statement saying the NBC interview validated his position that Buzbee and his client targeted him with a false complaint to gain money and fame for themselves. This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. Jay-Z's statement said of the highly publicized pending lawsuit linking him to criminally charged alleged sex trafficker Combs. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon. So he's saying Buzbee doesn't realize it yet, but Buzbee will soon realize it. And as such, this is why Tony Buzbee is going to do further investigation because he knows that Jay-Z is coming after his license and he cannot have that. So I'm going to wait on Tony Buzbee to tell us that they made mistakes and where they've made the mistakes, and here is the correct information. But for now, Tony Buzbee is admitting, yes, they have made a few errors. So I don't know why people are changing the year. Tony Buzbee hasn't changed the year and the victim hasn't changed the year. You and I can always say, oh, this group was at the VMAs. The Charlottes were at the VMAs in 2003. So she meant 2003. No, you cannot say what she meant. You cannot put words in her mouth. She has to go back and she has to think about what experiences she had that connects the year for her. It's not what you and I think. It's what she knows. And it's what her attorney can validate. Okay? We love to be salacious and it's not okay. It's never okay to be so. Now they're saying in the piece with NBC, the plaintiff recounted how she was driven from Rochester, New York to New York City for the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards before Combs' limo driver offered her a lift to the after party. She described speaking with musician Benji Madden and his brother at the party before her father picked her up after the alleged assault. And as you guys know, they said that they were on tour. Also, people were telling me to do some checks. I did do my checks and there's no evidence of them whatsoever at the 2000 VMAs. Now, I don't know why we want to change the year again. I don't know why we see it fit to change the year to create a situation. Just remember that even if we fabricate the year for this, alleged victim, if it's not adding up for Tony Buzbee or her, nor the court, it's not going to make any sense. So the internet can fabricate as much information as they want to, but it just has to hold up and it just has to make sense. That's it. She doesn't even need to have evidence. It just needs to hold up and it just needs to make sense. Now, they're saying, however, because after, she said that musician Benji Madden and his brother were at a party before her father picked her up after the alleged assault. However, a representative of the Madden brothers confirmed to NBC that the siblings had been touring the Western US during the VMAs, and her father reportedly said he doesn't remember what would have been a drive home of more than 5 hours. Okay. Now also, if you guys don't know, NBC, they're very good at doing their investigations. They're one of the media outlets that investigated Kevin Hunter when he was cheating on Wendy Williams. So NBC knows how to do their legwork, and as such, if they had investigated and found some kind of inconsistency, they would have included that into the report. Just wanted to remind you guys of that. Now they're saying a friend of the plaintiff supposedly drove her to the award show, but she has since died, according to NBC's reporting. The woman, now reportedly living in Alabama, admitted to NBC that she made some mistakes when recalling the night that she says she was assaulted by Jay-Z in Combs, but she said she stood by her allegations that Combs and Jay-Z outed her in a bedroom after she signed a non-disclosure agreement, ingested a drink that made her feel woozy, and went to lie down. She said she fled to a nearby gas station after the alleged attack, and from there called for a ride home. I don't know why her father would lie on her. People say that her father got paid off to lie, but I don't think that the father has any reason to lie in this case. Now, if we want to say that the father is a liar and he's lying on his daughter and allowing these people to get away with it, it would have been easier to pay the daughter than to pay off the father. Whatever they gave to the father, it would have been easier to say to the daughter, this is the only thing that we're giving you to shut the heck up and to drop this case. You see, it has to make sense. It just has to connect. You don't have to have the evidence. It just has to make sense. So what the internet is assuming about Jay-Z paying off the father, it's not making any sense, right? Now, Buzbee, in an email to the Associated Press, said his team's job is to continue gathering facts and evidence whenever someone raises new issues that didn't previously exist. He indicated that he would keep vetting the plaintiff's account. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Firo, has requested the dismissal of the case against the 24-time Grammy winning, saying in a statement, "It is stunning that a lawyer would not only file such a serious complaint without proper vetting, but would make things worse by further peddling this false story in the press. It remains to be seen what effect the victim acknowledgement to NBC may ultimately have on her case. Experts have long known sexual assault victims can make incomplete, inconsistent, or even untrue statements because disordered thinking resulting from trauma, as and violence against women International noted in a 2008 report." Exactly as I've said to you guys, not because there's inconsistencies in her statement, it doesn't mean that the court is going to throw it out. If there's anything that is plausible, the case will remain. Now they're saying the lawsuit brought against Jay-Z and Combs through Buzbee forms part of a mound of sexual assault lawsuit aimed primarily against Combs as he remained jailed in New York awaiting trial on federal charges of sex trafficking filed against him in September. Buzbee in October held a news conference announcing that he represents about 120 men and women with allegations of sexual misconduct against Combs, who requested to be released from federal custody on bail, have been denied 3 times. Now, they're saying having established a toll-free phone line for people with accusations against Combe, Buzbee's firm soon began filing a series of lawsuits against the rap impresario. Another prominent legal dispute involving Buzbee saw him pursue numerous sexual misconduct and assault lawsuits against NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson, most of which produced settlements for his clients, and he helped the Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton win an acquittal in September 2023 at the political impeachment trial on charges of bribery and dereliction of duty. Jay-Z anonymously used Buzbee in November on claims that the attorney was trying to extort money out of the rapper after sending him a letter threatening to go public with his client R-word allegation. If the musician didn't pay up, Buzbee has characterized the letter to Jay-Z as an offer to mediate a financial settlement out of court before his client sued. When Jay-Z rejected a settlement, Buzbee client sued the music mogul on the 9th of December. Now, that is the end of that report there. Now, we also know that based on what happened to Sean Diddy Combs as it relates to Cassie Ventura, a lot of people are not going to be quick to settle a lawsuit. They're going to find it a lot easier to fight it to the end because they realize that when they settle a lawsuit, it creates an open door for them to be flocked with more false claim. Now, some of the claims that will be coming forward, they're easily recognizable. You can know when someone is telling the truth. Oftentimes we can say from the get-go, this person is lying. But when a lawsuit appears to have this uniqueness about it, it always have something unique about it, and you can tell from that point it is factual. Now, while it may have uniqueness about it, it will also connect to the other real victims like Cassie Ventura. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys as a heads up. But guys, that's all I want to share in this video with you all for now. It is your time to chime in. What are your thoughts about, Tony Buzbee not disputing anything at this point? He's admitting there are inconsistencies. And let me reiterate, inconsistencies doesn't mean that the person is necessarily lying. But from the get-go, what I could see is that this person was lying. You can literally tell that the person was lying. And her father is the giveaway in all of this, because if her father is saying no such drive took place, I don't see why Jay-Z would pay the father and not pay the victim. It's not making any sense. So the father is going to be the getaway for Jay-Z on this case. Now, it's your time to chime in, leave a comment, stay safe, stay blessed, and see you guys later. Peace.